Cook here with Denise, and we have another podcast of young stroke survivors. So it's a lovely day today, and I'm here with Denise. Denise, tell
Hi,
me what you know.
everybody. Hi, everybody. I am Denise. I live in Vancouver, and I'm currently 37 years old.
Okay.
I'm excited to be here today.
Oh, thank you. So when was your stroke?
My stroke happened in June 2020.
Okay. And what were you thinking when it happened?
Well, I don't remember thinking anything actually. I only remember a little bit of what happened that morning.
Right?
And then the rest I don't remember, so I don't really think anything of it. I
Okay.
didn't do anything then.
Okay. Tell me how did it happen? What were you doing?
So how it happened is that days prior to June 26, I was having lots of headaches, and then I was told that that morning of June 26, which was a Friday, I woke up really early and I couldn't walk. That I remember. I couldn't walk. I couldn't open my eyes really. And I was really dizzy. I felt really dizzy. So I called my brother and I asked him and my cousin also that lived with us to please call 911. Um, After that, I don't remember, but what I was told was that after that, I stepped back into the bed and fell backwards with my both arms open, and so I knocked over everything that was in the nightstand beside the bed, and I lost conscience. The paramedics came, and I guess because at the time I was 36 and I was young to them, they thought, they even told my family that I was probably faking it, that I might have taken drugs or something, and it was just about time. And then my brother said that that I needed to be taken to the hospital. Paramedics took my vital signs and they were fine. So when that now it's my cousin the one telling me that when they put me into the ambulance, I went into a coma.
Okay.
And that's when the paramedics got scared and rushed me to the hospital. At that time, obviously, I was not conscious. I don't remember nothing. Then at the hospital, they took me to one hospital called Eagle Ridge, and that's where there was this one doctor that put me into a CT scan, and she saw that there was movement in my brain and there was blood. So
Okay.
then they rushed me from that Eagle Ridge Hospital to Royal Columbian Hospital in New Westminster. And that's where the neurosurgeon was, Dr. Nikolakis. And when the papers that now I have said that they had a room ready for me, an operation room, as soon as I got there. I believe it took 17 minutes from one hospital to the other. And as soon as I got to the second hospital, that's when they shaped my head and they opened my head from the back, and then they did two little holes in the front where they put these. It was I guess drainage.
Yeah.
Um, but then when they were cleaning one of the hemorrhages, blood. That's when the AVM, which is a malformation that just happens and nobody knows until they, apparently no one knows they have it until this happens or a CT scan sees it, but
Okay.
it's an accident. Anyways, so when they opened my skull and I had the AVM break, they were cleaning two hemorrhages, and then from there, I think what I read was that some type of spine liquid went up, but then it stopped in at the beginning of the spine, something like that. Apparently, the doctor says that that was a miracle because that it stopped where it stopped because it could have caused a lot of damage. Anyway, after that, I went into ICU. I believe it was for 2 weeks. And then I woke up one day, and that's when I remember.
Okay.
I woke up, and my memory, I guess, resetted itself to that point.
So you lost 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Um,
Yeah.
The good or bad, I don't know, right?
Oh no, it's funny because my cousin kept a diary of
Yes.
what happened. And when I finally woke up, she sent it to me. And it's funny what I read because there are some funny episodes there where, I mean, the family and everybody was worried, but apparently when I was awake and in a lot of drugs, I was joking with the nurses. Apparently I had fishes in my pockets. I had
What?
to collect lots of garbage to eat. I don't know, but I
So
was
she kept a diary of the 2 weeks you're in a coma, and so you were doing all that stuff, right?
the 2 weeks that I don't know anything.
And she kept a diary of that.
Yes,
Oh wow! Is that still fun to read
it
now
is
or no?
fun. It is pretty fun. At the beginning, I was scared because, again, I had no idea what happened. I kept asking the nurses, my mom, everybody, what happened. I kept feeling this scar in the back of my head, and I had no idea. So I was scared. And when I read the diary, I was also scared because I said, how did it get to this? What happened?
Yeah.
And then I slowly started hearing the story from everybody that was present at that time. And now it's funny when I read this diary.
Okay. Yes. Very good. So you're in the hospital and you woke up and people are telling you what happened. What was your thoughts?
My thoughts, honestly, and I think they're still my thoughts until today, is am I ever going to walk by myself?
Okay. That was your first thought?
Yeah.
Really, eh?
Oh, cool. My first thought was, what happened?
Yeah.
Did I do something bad? Was I a bad person? That's exactly what happened. And
Okay.
then I thought, am I ever gonna walk?
Oh,
And then
really?
when the stories started coming in from people.
Okay. What was the funniest thing that you said or did that you hear from the stories and from your cousin? Do you want to
Um,
say?
I think the funniest is that I apparently I had fishes in my pocket. I was collecting fishes in my pockets, and the hospital was only giving me fishes to eat, even though they knew I didn't eat fish. And I had to save some because the next room didn't have any food, and I wanted to save my fishes.
That is funny.
It is pretty funny.
So you're hoarding food to eat
Yeah,
later. Oh boy. At least you got fish, which is nice, right?
well, I don't know. Apparently, I don't like fish.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is that I guess I was talking about eating, but the thing is that I don't know if it's connected or what, because I mean I'm also I own a restaurant, right? And there's food there, but then one of my side effects from this accident is that I don't have any taste.
Oh no. Mhm.
So I don't really eat because of that. Everything is salty, everything.
Well, did you make fish in your restaurant? Lots?
Did I what?
Make fish in your restaurant? No?
No fish in the restaurant.
Oh
It's funny.
boy.
No, I mean it's a Mexican restaurant, but it's only, I guess, comfort homemade food
Okay.
what we make. So there's no fish. And I was told that I also chose not to work with fish because it's tricky and dangerous.
Okay.
So here we go.
But you had fish craving in the hospital, right?
In my in my pockets in the hospital. I don't know why.
Oh boy. So you've woken up now, you've kind of given an idea where you are.
No idea. But this is the funny. I mean, it's not a funny thing. It's a mysterious thing
Okay.
because when I woke up, I still remember that very clear, and this happened twice. One in the hospital, but I don't know at what point, and the other one when I was recovering from the surgery. When I first woke up, I remember opening my eyes and having my phone in front of me, but I had no phone at the time. But anyways, I remember having a phone in front of me, and in that phone, I remember looking at a video call, but in the video call, I could see people in the back.
Wow.
And they're sitting right behind me, kind of in like a semi-circle type of thing.
Yeah.
And there were maybe 8, 12 people, I don't know, all dressed in white. All of
Really?
different ages, kids, babies, adults, kids holding other kids. I mean, I don't know, but they were just looking at me, not a word. And I kept saying, "Who are you?" And looking back, I couldn't see anything. It was only through the phone. And I kept saying, "Who are you? Talk to me." And people in front of me, "Do you see them in the back?" I kept asking them if they saw them. Nobody seen them. Nobody saw them. I don't know if it was the drugs, if it happened. It's a mysterious thing. I don't know, but that I remember it very well.
Wow.
Hmm.
Very, very, very interesting.
Yeah,
That is so neat.
yeah,
Yeah. And
quite.
have you tried to analyze that or just let it be?
I just let it be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's a very cool story. I like that.
Thank you.
So you're in the hospital now. They're telling you what you're gonna do, and you're thinking, "Am I gonna walk again?"
I'm gonna
Right?
walk again.
Yeah.
I was also wondering what happened with my eyes because I guess at that point I was more aware of things, and an iPad was given at the hospital. Well, my brother brought this iPad with a big sticker of the numbers to unlock the iPad so I can make phone calls or whatever.
Right?
That's when I realized that my eyes were off because I kept looking at the iPad. And when I see with two eyes, oh wow, that now it's not so bad. But when I first woke up, it was very dizzy, very. It was. It was everything was double, still
Wow.
double, not as bad as before. And I locked the iPad.
Okay.
So that's when I realized about my eyes, and I kept thinking about my eyes too. It was a big problem because from not knowing what happened to not being able to walk, not being able to see, not being able to taste, What was the other thing? Well, I guess that. Oh, the other one was that I couldn't drink water or a sip of water or nothing because everything was coming out.
Or was it coming out like your jaw or your mouth wasn't strong enough on one side?
No, I was just throwing up.
Oh, really?
I couldn't hold it in. Then this was happening more at the rehab clinic. So after that time that I was at the Eagle Ridge ambulance recovery room or whatever, they were looking for space for me at the rehab center,
Okay.
Queens Park Care Center in New Westminster.
Okay.
And so July 16 or 19, I can't remember. That's when they sent me to that clinic. And at that clinic, that's when they and I was more aware that I was throwing up. I wasn't able to keep anything in. The nurse, the practitioner nurse, was worried, and she called my neurosurgeon, and then that's when the surgeon said it's normal. It's gonna keep happening for a while because of the surgery that she had. And so she was more calm about that. But yeah, anyways, it was a whole ordeal. I was put in a twice. I was put in a restriction kind of type of thing, like restrictions, because it was the COVID restriction because of what was happening. I didn't know about COVID when I woke up.
Wow. Okay.
Even though I closed down for COVID when it started, and then the accident happened, and then I didn't remember that part.
Oh boy.
Remember some things from the past. So I had to learn about COVID at the hospital again, and yeah, I worked really hard there to be able to sit, because I wasn't able to sit down either.
So you were in ICU at Royal Columbian for how long?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and then they moved you to the rehab center?
Yeah.
And were you overnight at the rehab, just day or full time?
I was there for 2 months.
2 months, full time. You slept there and everything from there. Okay. And how'd you find that rehab?
Well, that's another story. That's At first I didn't want to be there. I don't remember that part, but I was told by my cousin, who never left my side. She's a speech therapist, so she's been there this whole time. She said that at the beginning I was crying, that I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be home.
Mm-hmm.
I was also scared because everything was new. I had to relearn how to do a lot of stuff, like brushing my teeth. I didn't know. I had to brush my teeth. I didn't know a lot of stuff. So it was tough at the beginning. I didn't know things. I was scared, and I didn't want to be there. But then, with time, I got to learn more about the place, work on myself, know about the nurses, the other patients as well. My cousin kept reading a book to me every night and teaching me things as well. So in that sense, it was really good. And then I didn't want to leave the place when the time came. So first I was crying, but then after I didn't want to leave the place. So it was good.
So when you're there, what did you have to work on? Was it your left side, your right side? What was affected mostly?
Mostly my memory.
Okay.
My balance, my eyes, and my taste, and my
Okay.
mood.
But no, your left side wasn't bad, your right side wasn't bad, so it was more of that stuff.
It was more of that, but I also, until today, my left, I mean, I have movement. That, thank goodness, I didn't, my stroke wasn't, it happened in the cerebellum.
Okay,
So other parts were affected and it didn't happen on the lobes.
okay,
So, but I did notice until today that my left side, it's a little bit more damaged. I'm slower at doing some things with my eyes. With my left eye, I I lost a little bit of eyesight.
okay.
It's harder for me to focus on that. I lost sensation.
What do you
Uh,
mean by that?
like I wasn't able. I'm still working on that, but before when this happened, I wasn't able to feel cold or hot.
Okay,
I wasn't able to feel sharp.
okay,
So they did various tests and exercises, especially because, I work with knives, I work with this, da da da. So that's what I've been working, and I was working. That's what I started working with at the clinic. All these different movements, learning how to use different things for my left side, especially because I wasn't able to feel the
okay,
sensation.
okay. Let's see. Huh. And how's that sensation now?
Now it's better. It's been
Okay,
2 months
good.
now. Exercises, I still do exercises every day except weekends. Well, Sunday mostly. Um, but it's better. I am able to feel more now the water or something. It's still a bit slow, but it's okay. I'm more focused on the other part of what the cerebellum affected my balance and my eyes, my taste.
Okay, let's cover those off. Tell me about your taste now.
Oh,
Yes,
well, now it's better than before. The newest thing since last week.
yes. I think we've got,
So the salt still there, but not as much as maybe. There we go. So the salt is not as bad as a few weeks ago, but it's there and it's uncomfortable. And then the newest thing this week is that I eat something, it doesn't taste like nothing, not even salt. Or if it tastes like salt, it's a little bit. And then after a while, I'm doing something else, not eating, and then I start feeling the beans,
oh, beans.
coffee, but with salt. It's weird.
Interesting. Yeah,
Hmm.
interesting. Yeah. So how's your balance?
Balance is also doing better than before. I must say, for whoever that listens to this, hard work pays off. I've been working really hard since I can remember waking up. And from not being able to think that my balance was going to get ever better, it's better. It's better now. 15 months later, I still use the walker and the wheelchair, but the wheelchair, it's only inside and to move to go for far places, for example, at the doctor's office, things like that. The walker outside, I still have to use it, but the new beginning for me this week has been to use the inside walker, which is a two-wheel walker, use it as very little as possible. So
Good.
what I do is I have it close to me, but I tend to go close to the walls and things that are close to me, so I can, in case I fall, I just go to that side. So yeah, balance, it's improving. So
Okay. And your eyes. Is it your left
my
eye that's affected or right eye, or how's it working?
so with my eyes, my left eye lost a little bit of sight, but I
Mhm.
can still see through it. The problem with it since I woke up is that I see double. So
Okay.
because I see double, um, my cousin is the one that discovered, then the nurse, and then the OT was to tape one eye. I started taping one eye first, and then until the nurse said, "Okay, that's fine. Why don't you get an eye patch, but make sure that you get maybe two or keep switching it so you don't get a lazy eye."
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we got. That's what my mom got when I was at the rehab clinic. And then when I came out, that's when the glasses showed up because appear because I went to outpatient rehab, and the OT discovered that the glasses are the ones that work. So I only part of the glass taped, and then a little bit of the side is off, so I can still have that vision. And then I have two pairs of glasses, so I can have the right eye patched. The only thing is that I discovered too that my glasses were too big, so now I have to wait for the other glasses to tape the right
Okay.
one, but the left side taped. But I can see. It's just that it's double and it's dizzy and it's always moving. And when I close one, it's dizzy, but it's only one and it's not moving.
Okay.
So they the doctor suggested to have an eye surgery because they tried already 2 times, no, 3 times to do a test to see if my eyes got better to get prism glasses.
Yeah.
What prism glasses do is that they make the double vision become one. That's what
Yes.
they do. But the problem with me is that trying those glasses, my eyesight, it's always moving, so it doesn't stay in one
Ah,
place.
okay.
That's the problem. So they finally suggested this June that just happened, or August, I can't remember, but this summer, that to have an eye surgery for my left side where they do something with the muscle and they make it, they with that surgery all they do is they fix the double vision,
Okay.
but they don't fix dizziness, they don't fix the nice nystagmus that I have,
Yeah.
only the vision. But then I talked to my surgeon and I told him about it. And I told him that I'm seeing a little bit of change in my eyesight. And so he he said, there's nothing wrong with doing it if you already know the only thing that will get fixed. But it feels like your body still healing and it's still improving with time. So what I suggest is to give it until the second anniversary
Yeah.
and then make the decision. And so that's what I'm doing.
So you've only been through one anniversary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some time still. Not a big issue, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who else was affected by your stroke?
Oof. I think everybody around me,
Mhm.
but mostly my family. So my mom, my dad, my brothers, sister-in-law, nephews, my family. But the ones that live with me, mostly my mom, my dad, and my brother. I think my workers too. I mean, they cheer me up and and they laugh and this and that, but I can also hear that they miss the old me. um, because they say it, and because they always tell me stories about what I did, how I did it, how I taught them. And now, since the stroke, a lot of things changed,
Yeah.
including my emotions.
Ah, tell me about them.
Well, I have days that are good and bad, but I I get frustrated very fast.
Mhm.
I guess because of, mm, now I'm finally starting to remember how I was before. And now that I realize that I can't do that, it makes me sad.
Okay.
Um, with my brother, oh my goodness, I argue a lot with him. I guess my that's where my emotions happen. I I'm told that I was really close to him, that I'm really close to him. But since I came home, he says something or something because he also was taking care of the restaurant. But I see something that now bothers me, and I start arguing, or
Okay.
I don't have patience. That's what it's called.
Okay. Now, flipping over to the, do you have any other emotions that are close to the top, to the edge? One of the things is laughing. Are you laughing more? Do you cry more?
I'm
Yeah. Okay.
more, and it's funny because I guess I saw that at the clinic. I remember doing exercises, and for some reason I kept on laughing really hard. No problem. I was doing my exercises, but I was laughing, and I remember the therapist kept asking me, "Why are you laughing, Denise? Why are you laughing?" And I didn't know. I just kept laughing, and I was also told that with this type of strokes, you can either laugh all the time without reason, or you can cry for no reason.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm okay with the laughing.
Good. 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 So you had your rehab. What were any deficiencies in your rehab? Anything you didn't do that you should have done?
No, I think for myself, I wish it was longer.
Okay.
Felt like I was let go too fast, but that's okay. I also understand. So I don't think. Well, the only deficiency or regret is that one time I forgot, but it wasn't my mistake. I forgot to go because the
Okay.
rest of them I kept going with a smile, and I kept saying the therapist, give me something hard. I like
Okay.
challenge. I want to challenge my balance.
Okay.
Um, since day one, I think that's why I said hard work pays off, because attitude in doing these exercises will get you through this
Very,
for
very
sure.
good to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good to hear that. What are you concerned about now? Today, moving forward.
Moving forward, I'm positive to keep getting better, but I'm also very concerned that the second anniversary will arrive soon and process will get slower. I know that. And my concern is my parents, because they are helping me a lot right now. And I want to help them too, but my concern is not being able to have the balance to do and my eyes. The rest, I'm at that point where I'm like, okay, whatever. If he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, whatever. But my balance, it's a huge concern to me because with that, you can do anything. You can go anywhere, you can drive, you can walk, you can,
Right.
and with no balance, it's hard. It's really hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking back, do you think you could have prevented your stroke anyway?
No.
No? Okay, good. Okay. You are today where you are, and say you meet a new stroke survivor tomorrow. What would you tell them?
I think I would tell him or her that the same thing that was said to me at the rehab clinic. Don't worry, it will get better. Be patient.
Okay.
Yeah, because that time that it happens and you realize that it happened, you're scared. You're scared that you're never gonna get better.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Very good advice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself moving forward?
I see myself getting back to my life, maybe not my old self, but my life. Still young. I feel that that my body can keep producing more, so I want to keep going and not just stop here just because this happened to me. I want from here on, I just want to keep going and help. The new thing for me that I want to have in my future is help stroke survivors.
Okay, good. Yeah, very, very good. Any other parting words for today?
No, well, I shouldn't say no, it's yes, because I just want to say that to whoever that listens to this and doesn't have the energy or doesn't have something to push on for or whatever, do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself. Keep going. It will get better, but you must keep going. That's all I have to say.
Denise, thank you very much for today. We'll do this again another time. We can have you back on next year. How's that?
For sure. Yeah,
Okay.
that will be interesting to see where I'm at that point.
That'd be great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.